listen to my heart. I stood by you when the world turned cold. I gave you my love, more than you will ever know. After all I did for you, you walked away. I remember when you had nowhere to turn, when life was hard and your bridges had burned. I opened my heart, I opened my door, never asking what I would get anymore. When you were weak, I gave you my strength. I walked beside you every distance, every length. When tears fell down from your tired eyes, I stayed with you beneath those cloudy skies. I believed in the dreams you couldn't see. I saw the best of who you could be. When everybody said you would never survive, I kept your hope and your fire alive. But now the nights are silent and long, and I'm left here wondering where I went wrong. How could the one I gave my heart to leave me behind like love was never true? I gave you my time, I gave you my trust, I gave you a love that was honest, not just lust. I stood through the storm, I stayed through the pain. So tell me, baby, why did you leave me in the rain? After all I did for you, you walked away. After all the love I gave, you couldn't stay. I stood by your side when nobody knew your name. Now I'm the one standing here alone in pain. After all I did for you, you walked away. You took my heart and left the pieces where they lay. I would have given you tomorrow and today, but after all I did for you, you walked away. Ooh, you walked away, baby. I remember all the promises you made. You said forever, but forever started to fade. You told me, baby, we will make it somehow. But I'm standing here asking myself, where are you now? I defended your name when people talked. I followed your dreams when the road was dark. When you were falling, I held you tight. I gave you courage to continue the fight. I never counted what I gave to you, because loving you was all I wanted to do. I thought your happiness was part of mine. I never knew you'd leave me behind. Maybe my mistake was loving too deep, giving you promises I was determined to keep. While I was building a future for two, you were already finding your way out of you. Was my love too much? Was it never enough? Did you forget the days when life became rough? I gave you my heart, I gave you my soul, but you walked away and left me here alone. After all I did for you, you walked away. After all the love I gave, you couldn't stay. I stood by your side when nobody knew your name. Now I'm the one standing here alone in pain. After all I did for you, you walked away. You took my heart and left the pieces where they lay. I would have given you tomorrow and today, but after all I did for you, you walked away. I was there for you, I cared for you. After all I did, you walked away. There were nights I waited for you to call, telling myself we could still save it all. I kept the light on, I kept the door wide, still hoping one day you'd come back inside. But love cannot live on one heart alone, and I was tired of carrying us on my own. I finally understood understood through all of my tears. Some people change as the distance appears. I don't regret the love that I gave, even though it left me trying to be brave. Because my heart was true from the very start, and nobody can take that truth from my heart. You may have left, but I will survive. There is still a fire burning inside, and every tear that falls tonight will become my strength when morning brings light. Maybe one day you'll remember me, the one who loved you when you couldn't see. Maybe one day you'll look around and realize what you put down. I was your shelter, I was your friend. I thought our love would never end, but I can't force you to stay with me. Love must be given freely. So if walking away is what you choose to do, I'll let you go, even though it hurts me too. After all I did for you, you walked away. But I won't spend my whole life begging you to stay. I gave you my best, I gave you everything. Now I'm learning how to let my own heart sing. After all I did for you, you walked away. And the pain inside me won't last forever and a day. You may have broken what we built along the way, but you will never take my strength away. After all, after all, you walked away. Listen to my heart tonight. I gave you my time, I gave you my trust, I gave you everything I had, and you still walked away. Ooh, baby, why did you leave me? I gave you my heart when you needed love. I gave you my dreams and the stars above. I stood beside you when the road was long. I held you close when you thought you weren't strong. I gave you my mornings, I gave you my nights. I stayed beside you through the darkest fights. Whenever you called, I was there for you. I thought what we had was honest and true. I never asked for diamonds or gold. I only wanted a hand I could hold. I gave you my love without asking why, but you left me alone with tears in my eyes. Tell me, baby, what did I do wrong? I gave you my heart, I gave you my song. I thought we were building something that would stay, but you turned around and walked away. I gave you everything, you left me. I gave you my love, but you didn't see. I gave you my heart, I gave you my soul. I gave you a love that was honest and whole. I gave you everything, you left me. Now I'm standing here with these memories. I would have loved you until the end of time, but you chose to leave this heart behind. Ooh, baby, I gave you everything, you left me. I remember the nights we would talk until dawn. I believed our love would keep going on. You promised tomorrow would belong to us. You made me believe in the meaning of trust. I celebrated every dream that you made. I stood in your corner whenever you were afraid. When nobody else wanted to hear your pain, I was there beside you again and again. I defended your name when people talked. I followed your dreams when you wanted to walk. I gave you my patience, I gave you my care, but when I needed you, you weren't there. Baby, I loved you more than I should. Baby, I gave you more than anyone could, but I never regret the love that would tell me you were coming home. I kept believing you would change your mind, but silence was the only answer I could find. I looked at our pictures and started to cry, asking myself why you said goodbye. How could a love that felt so strong become a memory before too long? I gave you my patience when you made mistakes. I gave you forgiveness for every heartbreak. I gave you another chance every time. Still you decided to leave me behind. I wasn't perfect, I know that's true, but every piece of my heart belonged to you. I could have walked away, I could have let go, but I stayed because I loved you so. Now I'm learning something I never knew. You can give somebody everything and still lose them too. So I'll cry tonight, but tomorrow I'll rise with the strength you could never take from me. I gave you everything, you left me, but your goodbye won't destroy me. I gave you my heart, I gave you my soul, but now I'm learning how to make myself whole. I gave you everything, you left me, and yes, these tears still fall silently, but someday I'll look back and understand that losing you wasn't the end of who I am. Ooh, you left me, but I will rise again. Did I love you? Yes, I love you. Did I stand by you? Yes, I stood by you. Did I give my all? Yes, I gave my all. Did you stay? No, you walked away. Did I cry? Yes, I cried. Did I break for a while? Will I rise? Yes, I rise. Will I love again? Yes, someday. My heart is hurting, but I'm still here. My eyes are crying, but I'm still strong. You walked away, but I won't stay down. Ooh, yeah. Listen to my heart. I gave you love, I gave you trust, I gave you all I knew, but after you took my love, you left me crying. I remember when you came into my life. You made me believe everything would be alright. You held my hand and looked into my eyes, and I believed the promises you whispered that night. I opened my heart and let you inside. I had no reason to run, nowhere to hide. I gave you my dreams, my time, my soul, thinking your love would help to make me whole. When you were hurting, I stayed near. When you were broken, I dried your tears. When the whole world seemed to turn away, I was the one who chose to stay. But somewhere along that winding road, my heart became a weight you no longer held, and the love I gave so freely to you became the reason I was left feeling blue. Tell me, was my love so easy to take? Was my heart so easy to break? I gave you everything I had inside, then you disappeared and left me to cry. After you took my love and left me crying, I spent so many nights asking why. would take. You said no storm could pull us apart, but you were already walking away from my heart. I defended you when people spoke your name. I stood beside you through the sunshine and rain. I believed in the future you showed to me, but maybe I was the only one who could see. I waited for your calls through the night, hoping somehow we could make things right. But silence came where your voice once stayed, and slowly my beautiful dream began to fade. I looked at the door, hoping you would return with 1,000 questions my heart had to learn. How can somebody say I love you so, then leave without a word and simply go? I gave you my trust, I gave you my time. I thought your forever would always be mine, but you took my love, then walked away and left these tears with nothing to say. After you took my love and left me crying, I spent so many nights asking why. I gave you my heart, I gave you my soul, but you walked away and left me in the cold. After you took my love and left me crying, you left my lonely heart slowly dying. But every tear is teaching me to be strong, even though it hurts to know that you are gone. You took my love, you left me why did you leave me? I gave you love, I gave you everything. You took my heart and left me crying. For a while I blamed myself for everything. I wondered if I could have changed something. Maybe if I loved you a little more, you would not have walked right out the door. But now I know love cannot survive when only one heart is keeping it alive. I can't afford somebody to remain when leaving me causes them no pain. I carried the memories like heavy chains. Every song, every place still called your name. But slowly I'm learning to let them go, to make a little room for my heart to grow. You may have taken the love I gave, but you cannot take the strength I saved. Beneath these tears, beneath this pain, there is a woman who will rise again. Maybe one day you'll remember me, the one who stood by you when nobody else could see. Maybe one day you'll hear this song and realize my heart was strong all along. I was your shelter, I was your friend. I thought our story would never end, but love should never have to beg for someone to stay. So if your heart has chosen another road, I'll let you walk away. After you took my love and left me crying, I thought my whole world would be dying. But now I know the sun will rise again, and broken hearts can learn to love again. After you took my love and left me crying, I found a strength I never knew was hiding. You may have left, but you cannot take the better woman this pain will help me make. Ooh. You left me crying, but you didn't take my soul away.